Greetings, my peeps, and welcome to another episode of my beer blog. Today is quite an interesting episode because, especially in South Africa, like in the craft beer culture, I mean, we have a kind of WhatsApp group, social group called Andy's beer tasting and just craft beer group. And, so it's a lot about socializing, going to different places, tasting the new beers. Whatever beers are the hottest thing of the moment. I mean, there's a lot of hype on there on like the Afro Caribbean Brewing Company, Space Llama. There's a lot of stuff about, the Asia projects, Little Hopper Horrors, and all those kind of beers that come out. But we don't do a lot of talking about the negative sides of beers, like which are the beers we really didn't enjoy. And I guess we don't focus on that too much. But I mean, people have asked me to do beer reviews on the beers I don't like. So yeah, a little bit interesting today. I'm going to be reviewing the beer that got like the lowest score or the most memorable lowest score on my ratings. So I use an app called Untapped, and Untapped is an app which allows you to take a photo of a beer when you taste it, write some notes, give it a score out of 5, and then you can take that and you can go back and remember which beers you really like. You can buy those at the bottle store, etc. Now, interestingly enough, this beer is the one over here, Birkenhead Brewery Dead Parrot American Pale Ale, okay? And its average rating is about 3.5 on the app, and I gave it a 1.25. And the notes I said were that it has stale sherry notes, and it doesn't have any fresh green notes at all, which is kind of what I look for in an American Pale Ale. It has a malty aspect to it, but it should have some of that fresh greenness. So I gave it a terrible score, and I don't like to not give beers more chances just because I don't like the style of beer. I might have had one which was a bad batch, and the company was forced to put that in bottles and sell it. It might have been expired. I hate expired beer. I don't like it. And also, I've been to the actual tap room, Birkenhead, twice or 3 times, and every time I've had a fantastic experience. Amazing flights of beers. I loved almost everything. It was all fresh. They do their brewing in copper kettles, and it's been going for quite a while. One of the early craft breweries of South Africa. And their other beers that I've rated, they've got a Pilsner, which I gave a 4 out of 5, and the average was about a 3.3. And then I've also tasted their English original bitters or special bitters. I also gave that a 3.5, and I think the average is about a 3.2. So yeah, I mean, really fantastic beers. So I wanted to do this now. I wanted to give a live tasting of the Dead Parrots Pale Ale. I mean, it's 5.5% Pale Ale. I did not enjoy it at all. I think I gave it a 1.25, and I poured it down the drain last time. So I wanted to give a live review. I mean, maybe it's a style that some people love. Maybe it's my personal preference taste, or maybe I had a bad one. So we're going to find out right now. I'm going to crack this open, and I'm going to give you the honest to God personal opinion of mine on this beer. Let's give it a go. Alrighty. Have to get a very good head when you're tasting. It's important. Half the glass or more should be full of head, because a lot of the flavor hides in the head. Now I should be smelling something from here. Okay, let's see. Okay, I've definitely got the sherry notes, but they're not stale this time. They are malty and fresh. And it's not bad. I mean, an American Pale Ale could have a little bit of that. Let's give it a taste. No, that is perfect. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that beer. It's highly enjoyable. It's got a lot of malt. You like a malty backbone, and you like a beer which is a good filling beer which gives you a lot of satisfaction. That is fantastic. So it's absolute redemption of this thing. I must have had a terrible expired beer before, or a terrible batch, but this is delicious, and I would never in a million years throw this down the drain. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this whole thing. Cheers.